this jewelry we need quilling papers. I've taken these two colors. To make the center of the flower, I've taken about 3 inches of this white quilling paper and I'm going to make a tight coil out of it. And I'm going to use white glue to stick this. The center of the flower is ready. So let's start making the petals now. To make the petals, I'm going to cut the quilling paper into quarter. And then using the quilling tool, we are going to make a coil. Now let's take a circle guide, and for this project I'm going to use the 8mm diameter, and we'll have to loosen this circle, the coil. Once this is done, take it out. Stick the edge with the glue. And slightly press over here to get the petal shape. So the petal is ready now. We'll have to make around 6 petals to make one flower. I'll show for 2 more petals. So I'm just taking the quarter piece of the quilling paper, making a coil out of it. And then taking the circle guide with the 8mm diameter, I'm going to loosen the coil, and then using the glue, I'm going to stick it and then give it a slight press to get the petal shape. And we have it. Let's make some more petals like this. Now we need to make the center for this petal. For that I've taken around 2 inches of this white quilling paper and I'm going to make a tight coil. And then glue this using the white glue. And stick this using the white glue. Once we have 6 petals and the center, we can try to arrange and see if this looks good. Looks this will be good. So let's start sticking this, and again I'm going to use the glue to stick all this together. Now give it a slight press so that it's in a good shape. So we got a nice flower. Let's make 2 more like this. Now I've made 3 flowers like this, and I have some glass beads. So let's start assembling all these. We need some eye pins for this to join all these beads. Take one eye pin, add a bead, and let's take a cutting plier and cut the excess. And take a round nose plier and make a loop. Do this for all the beads. I'll add this bead inside, making a link, and then make the loop and tighten it. In this way, add all the beads. This is ready and we can connect it with the flower. For that we need some jump rings and the pliers. For the flower that is going to lie in the bottom, I have added 2 links like this in the alternative petals. And for these 2 flowers, we are going to add the jump rings in the opposite sides. Now I'm going to add this bead to this third flower. Let's connect all these together now. Now let's add the silver chain to this. Let's add the silver chain using these jump rings. We have completed the assembly part of the chain. For the earrings, I have done it in the same way. I have added one bead for the flower. To make this jewelry, I am going to take these three colors. Let's take one quilling paper in this dark brown color, and we'll make a tight coil using the quilling tool. I'm going to apply the glue only in the end. That's because this is going to give a smooth shape for this. But I'll be giving a final coat of glue to make this whole jewelry secure. So this will be the center of our pendant. As the next step, I'm going to take one paper again. Take the quilling buddy and I'm going to make a circle. and then carefully take the circle out of this. Be careful when you pull it. Take the red color quilling paper and we're going to start making the beehives. So for beehives, we need this slotted quilling tool. There will be a big gap inside. Using this, we need to make some wave-like structure. Insert a tool here and then roll it this way. Roll it once again to get this wave. See, we need to continue this for the whole paper now. Now we have done the beehives for the whole paper. So let's start fixing it in the center. Let's keep the coil inside this frame. And we are going to arrange this beehive inside. You'll have to compress it as much as you can. So trim the excess paper. Here is the center of our pendant. So let's start making the outer petals. For this, I'm going to make use of the colors alternatively. So for that, I'm using the maroon color and the red. Take a quilling paper and cut it into a quarter. And now using the quilling tool, make a coil. Using the circle guide, I'm using an 8 mm size and loosening the coil. Now apply glue to this. And give it a slight press to make the teardrop shape. need to make more of these. So I'm going to use the two colors alternatively. I'm just doing the same step, making a coil and then loosening it with a circle guide. We are going to make some more of these. I've completed the pendant now. In the same way, let's start making our earrings. For that we need the brown quilling paper. I'm taking 2 and 1 red quilling paper. Take the brown quilling paper. Using the border buddy, make the circle. Circle is ready. Take another paper and make a tight coil. And seal the edges. Now place this coil inside the circle and let's make the beehives. Let's arrange these beehives inside this. Arrange it very tightly. And trim off any excess. And it will look like this. Now it's time to apply the final glue coating for the earrings and the pendant. I have mixed glue with little bit of water and now I'm going to apply that to our jewelry. This will make all these pieces stay in place. Let's finish these earrings. For that, I'm going to take the maroon quilling paper. Take one paper. Apply some glue to this. And we are going to cover this ring. Once you cover it up slightly, try to add our rings to this. Now let's add our jump ring. We're going to add 2 rings, each facing opposite to each other. This is exactly opposite now. So all we have to do is apply glue to this and insert this paper inside this jump ring like this, and we'll have to wrap it fully. Take the head pins and add the bead to it. Trim this excess. With the round nose plier, make a loop like this. Add the head pins to all the beads. Now attach this bead to this earring. Open this loop and attach it to this and tighten it. Now we can add this earring hooks using the jump rings. Earrings are done. Let's add the beads to the pendant now. For that we need to add the jump rings first. Add 2 jump rings, one on the top and one on the bottom. Now add the bead to this bottom. And we're going to add this bail to this. This pretty pendant is ready now. So we can add the silver chain to this to complete it. Let's add the silver chain to our pendant. I've completed this jewelry by adding a stone in the center. To make this jewelry, let's take a quilling paper and take the crimper and crimp this paper. Now using the quilling tool, make a loose coil. And it will look like this. Seal the edge using the glue. Let's make some more of these. And then finally we can apply a glue coating on top of this so that the center doesn't come out. Let's attach the jump rings to this. I'm doing this step before applying the glue coating, the final glue coating. So just be careful that you don't press it so hard, otherwise the paper will lose its structure. So we'll have to actually add 2 rings for each piece. Each on the opposite sides. Like this. Let's add the jump ring to all the pieces like this. So we'll be adding 2 jump rings for each piece. Now we'll have to connect each of these pieces with another jump ring. So take one jump ring, open it and connect these two pieces. So let's connect all of these pieces using this jump ring. Now let's give a glue coating to this. And let it dry. Let's make the earrings now. For the earring, I'm taking two papers and I'm going to glue them together. And let's run this through the crimper now. Now make a loose coil like how we did before. Now glue this. Make one more piece. Now we have all these pieces connected together and it's time to add a silver chain. For that we need the jump rings and a silver chain. Take the pliers and start assembling this. I'm adding both these pieces into this jump ring and I'm going to tighten it. Like this. And connect the other end as well. Now our chain is ready. Let's assemble the earring pieces. I've taken these two pieces, two beads, then some jump rings and the earring hooks. Add two jump rings opposite to each other. Take two head pins and add it to this bead. Trim the excess with a cutting plier. And then make a loop. Do it for the other bead as well. Now add this bead and tighten it. Now take one more jump ring and attach the earring hook to this earring. this way. Now the earrings are ready. To make this jewelry, we need the white quilling paper. Take one paper. With the help of the border buddy, we will have to make a circle. If you want to use the same size as I do, I'm taking the 8th one from the top. Apply glue to the end. Now carefully remove this circle out of this. Then we'll have to take another paper and make a tight coil. And then we need to apply glue to this end and seal it. I have completed the beehives. So let's place it inside this. Do this in the same way as how we did for the other jewelry. Compress it as much as you can. Make sure that the circle is in the center. So one piece for this necklace is ready. We'll have to make some more of these. Now I made all these pieces. and I'm going to give a final glue coating to this. Let it dry. These are dried out now, so we can add the jump rings to connect these together. Add 2 jump rings for each piece. Add it for all the pieces like this. I've added the jump rings to all of these. So these are the 2 corner pieces. While adding this jump ring, I'm going to attach the silver chain to this. And this piece is going to make the other end. Like this. And we can connect the other pieces together. For that we need some more jump rings. Our chain is ready now, so let's connect our earrings. These are the earring pieces, and I'm going to take a white quilling paper and wrap it around this to add some jump rings. Apply some glue. Now add the jump ring to this. Then continue wrapping. And add another jump ring on the opposite side. Make sure they are opposite to each other. Now we can add the beads and the earring hooks to this. Take the head pins and add the beads to it. Trim off the excess. Loop. Now we can attach this to our earrings. You can then add these earring hooks using these jump rings again. Earrings are ready. We can embellish this further by sticking stones in the center.